maybe...
Are you planning on ordering today, sir?
I'll have a Krabby Patty.
How original.
And with extra onions.
Daring today, aren't we?
What's going on, you guys? It's me, Burrito here, and today we're going to be going over Blue Purple Luffy. When this leader came out in Japan, it totally just transformed the entire meta. The card is a little bit broken, so it's if you have 8 or more Dawn at the start of your turn, you can search top 5 and reveal one Straw Hat type crew, then place the remaining cards at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. This leader has 6,000 power and 3 life, so that base power of 6,000 is also really strong. This deck specifically came from a big tournament in Japan with over 500 people, and this is the winning deck list here, so let's just get right into it. So the whole game plan is pretty much to get to this leader ability as quickly as you possibly can, using options like this Mr. 2, adding 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck is active on play. Zoro Juro, when attacking, add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck is active. Also, this Thunder Boggle here, so it's a counter event if you have 2 or less life, which is going to happen pretty often because you're a 3 life leader. You can just take a life early. It's a 4,000 counter and add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as rested. And then also this new card in OP11 here, Gear 2. You may rest 2 of your Dawn cards. If your leader is blue, add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and rest it. So the game plan here generally is to go first and see 3 ramp options. So that'll get us to 8 Dawn by the start of our turn 4. And then we can start playing our 9 cost Sanjis, which on play reveal the top card of your deck. And if it's cost 9 or less and not Sanji, then you can play it. And a few of the options that we have are going to be this 9 cost Luffy, which is on play, return 1 Dawn, draw a card, and then it gains rush for this turn. We also have this 9 cost Linlin here, which is on play, Dawn -1, trash 1 card, then add the top card of your deck to your life, which is also something you can choose with this leader ability, so a little broken. We have this new 8 cost Katakuri blocker, which can restand 2 of your Big Mom Pirate types of cost 3 or more, so basically the blocker and the Big Mom here. And then also at the end of your turn, you can set 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as rested. This is a really good ability too, because if you play out maybe a Luffy or a Linlin with this on board, you'll go Dawn -1, and then you'll also be able to gain it back rest at the end of the turn, allowing you to play a Gum Gum Giant and still have 8 Dawn for your next turn to use your leader ability. Alright, so the other cards that we have here that are going to be filling out our deck are going to be 4 of this new 5 cost 6,000 power blocker Nami. So it's on play, draw 3, and then top or bottom deck 2 cards. We also have this Frankie, which is a possible rush option and also has 2k counter. We have this Sanji blocker, another 2k counter. And then we have this 2 cost 0 power Tony Chopper, which is just a chump blocker, pretty good into aggro decks. We have 4 Usuhachis, great 2k counter. 1 Gum Gum Red Rock, which is just basically bottom deck any card. We have 3 Gravity Blades, place 2 cost 6 or less characters in any order to the bottom of the owner's deck. And of course we have this Gum Gum Giant here. It's a staple in any Straw Hat purple deck. So Dawn -2, plus 4,000 power, and draw 2 cards. Really strong with the leader ability. The card pool that this leader has just makes it that much stronger, having blue and purple, just crazy strong. Okay, we have our first game against Blue Yellow Nami here. We're going to go at 2 times speed, and let's just get right into it. So looking at our hand, we have Bon Clay, we have Zoro Juro, and the Katakuri, some rush options, some late game options, and a Gravity Blade, which will be nice and nice. We draw the Sanji off the top of the deck, which is really good. And we're just passing the turn, we have nothing to play. And then they play out a Martial DT Cheer, attaching 2 Rested Dawn to the leader and adding 1 to the top of the deck. So just allowing them to use their leader ability pretty much every single turn with the plus 2k on the counter. And then they swing in for 8 here, and we're just going to take that. We don't have the counter to defend, so. And then we're trying to ramp, so we play our Bon Clay, and then we swing for 7. Trying to get guaranteed ramp here because they have blue. They could potentially get rid of our Zoro Juro, so just try to be careful of that. And then it looks like we need 1 more ramp to get to 8 Dawn before the start of our turn after the next one. So we don't have any current ramp options, so we'll see what we can do here. Okay, they play a Nojiko and bounce our Bon Clay back to hand. I actually think that's pretty good for us because now we can ramp to 8 again. Instead, where if she didn't bounce back to hand, okay, we got a Bon Clay off the top of the deck, so we could have ramped anyways. But if she didn't do that, maybe we could have not been able to ramp to 8 before our turn after this one, which would have been tough. So we just end up ramping here, and I could play another Bon Clay, but I end up just swinging into life for 10 because I want to get her down early because she would just use her leader ability and use a 2k if I just swung in for 6 and played another Bon Clay, so might as well just swing for 10, in my opinion. Save some counter. Let's see what she does here. Okay, plays a Josu and bounces my Bon Clay back again. Okay. And then uses teachability, and then swings in for 8, and I do counter out of this one. Okay, we're at 8 Dawn. We can use the leader ability. Looks really good. We can get a 2K here, and then play our Sanji into the Katakuri blocker. So let's draw into Gum Gum Giant, and then play that Katakuri. So let's swing in for 6. Okay, she 2K's out, and play Sanji into Katakuri, and then let's pass. It's looking pretty good here. I only have 1 life, but I have a blocker. I can use Gum Gum Giant. I have an okay amount of counter in hand, and I can use Lin to heal. Okay, she uses Hiyori, so she takes the top of her life and replaces it with something from her hand. Usually it's a trigger. There's a lot of Land of Wano cards that have trigger play this card. I think the best one is Hiyori. But there's also the Cat Viper. Okay, she swings in for 8. And I use a Gum Gum Giant here. Discard a Lin because I have 2 of them. And then plays a Cat Viper. And then doesn't swing to the Josu. It's interesting. I end up taking the Gear 2 here for some ramp options. And then draw into the Gravity Blade so I can get rid of his Josu and his Cat Viper. And then I can just swing 9. Yeah, it's looking really good here. I just wiped my whole board. That card is really strong. Okay, so she did put a Hiyori at the top of life. I swing 9 again. Okay, she takes, and then plays another Hiyori. Wow, that one was lucky. The first one she placed in the top of life, and the second one just happened to be there. But I think we're still looking pretty good. We play the 2-cost Chopper blocker, and we seem pretty safe here. She has no life. She's going to have to play a few blockers down, I feel like, in order to prolong this game a little bit. Okay, plays Katakuri. And then puts my Katakuri at the bottom of my life, so gets rid of that blocker. And then Nojiko is my blocker. Is he going for game? I guess he's just assuming that I have no counter in hand. Yeah, he doesn't really have much play. I count out of this first one, and then I count out of the second one. And then, yeah, I'll just give it 2K. Okay, yeah, he concedes there. GG. Alright, our second game here is against Enel. So let's usually go first here. Alright, we see some ramp. We see a Gravity Blade. Looks pretty good. We'll keep. Okay, we draw into Thunder Bagua. That's pretty good. Then we pass the turn. This is Enel, if you don't know what he does. Okay, he swings in for 6. And I'll counter 1 for that. I'll give rid of my Nami. And then he plays a Shirahoshi blocker. And I just ramp and I attack for 7. And he's most likely just going to take this. Oh, he gets a trigger, gets a blocker. Okay, he swings in for 6. I think I'll get rid of my Bon Clay here because I have the Thunder Bagua, so I can ramp if I want to. Actually, I end up just Gravity Blading here. I should have... Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the right play, but I end up Gravity Blading to get rid of his Kikanoju and then the Shirahoshi blocker. But now I won't be able to use my leader ability next turn, but it's alright. I'm still pretty far ahead in development. Maybe I'll just Gravity Blade again here. Just get rid of another blocker and his Kikanojo. Okay, let's swing in for 7 first. See what he does. Yeah, of course he takes. And then I'm just going to Gravity Blade again. Why not? And then I'll pass. I have 1 just in case. I probably won't use Gum Gum Giant. Okay, I don't know why he swings in for 5 there. Okay, so his Yamato healed him, and then I'll just get a 2K, and I'll draw into the Gear 2. Yeah, I'll swing in for 6 for life. And then, thinking about playing this Lin, yeah, I play the Lin, I trash the Thunder Bagua, and then I end up putting his Brûlée into life. I forgot that it had the trigger that it's going to play it out, so that'll be kind of annoying, but at least I know what it is, so I can plan around it. Okay, he plays a Zeus to pop my Bon Clay, and then uses his Kid to get rid of 1 of my life. And it's my turn, so I have to use my leader ability. I think I'll take a 2K here, and then I'll draw into the Lin so I can play it again. So I swing into life, get him back down to 1. I don't know why he's thinking so much here. I feel like typically Enel players just take this here because they want to use their leader ability. Oh, he counters too. Okay. Well, I'm just going to swing into one of his characters here to make him use more counter. Okay, he's taking a long time, and then he uses this zero-cost counter event. So he's totally over-countering. He definitely has nothing in hand with counter left, so that tells me a lot. Let's see what he does here. Does he have one of his 10-cost bodies? I have a lot of 2Ks in hand, a lot of counter, so I'm in not too bad of a position. Hopefully I can just clear his board next turn, because I know he doesn't really have much. Okay, swings 9 of face. And then I'll just give 2 2Ks because I have plenty of counter. And then, of course, I'm going to counter onto this attack here. Can't let the big mom go. Okay, he plays an Enel. Okay, he doesn't even attack. Oh, he has 2 life, so he can't even use the ability. Okay, I draw Sanji. And then I'm thinking about playing this Rush Luffy. So I'll draw into the Gear 2. Actually, I'll draw into the Zoro because I want 1 counter. And then I'll play the Rush Luffy off the Sanji. So I'll swing at life first, see if he takes. He's thinking for a long time again. And he counters. That's definitely the only counter he has in his hand, because we knew he didn't have any last time. He probably just drew into that Frankie. So I get rid of his 2 bodies, and then play my Sanji into the Rush Luffy and attack, and I pass. Okay, plays another Enel, swings into life. I can't get out of that. And then swings into life again. Yeah, that'd be too much counter. I know he has, like, maybe 1 card of counter left, so I think I can just clear his board here, and then he doesn't really have anything. He's just so low down on hand size here. Yeah, I swing 11. He uses 1 counter card. Okay, yep, I'm just clearing board here. Yeah, he concedes there. GG. Okay, on to the last game here against BlackBeard. So they choose to go first. Hand's not looking that good. I decided to mulligan. Okay, it's alright. We see a chopper blocker, so we'll just play him. Have nothing else to play on our 2-dawn turn. Okay, Luffy and a Doc Q. Okay, I'll just ramp here, and then I'll swing 7. Okay, he takes, and I'll pass. Okay, he plays a Kuzan. Okay, he doesn't even swing. Alright. Or search. Interesting. Just developing. Okay, I swing for 6. I'm saving 2 for Thunder Bagua, and then I play the Nami. I end up discarding our bottom deck, the Zoro Juro, and I think I decide the Linlin because the on plays don't work. And I'm saving 2 for Thunder Bagua. Okay, he draws the stage, plays it, trashes Burgess, draws a Doc Q. Okay, he plays a Laboon and gets rid of my Nami. Okay, and then plays the new Caribou blocker. Really good card. 2K and a 1-cost blocker. Alright, he doesn't even swing. I couldn't even use the Thunder Bagua anyways because I wasn't at 2 life, so I don't know what I was thinking there. I ended up just using Gravity Blade and getting rid of his Laboon. I forgot that you can't get rid of the Kuzan, so I just get rid of his blocker. Yeah, Gravity Blade is really good to teach, like getting rid of their Burges or their Van Augers too, just really strong. Okay, uses the little feat search. Okay, they decide to get another Kuzan. One of the best cards in the deck. Yeah, I'm really excited for the new BlackBeard starter deck. I think it'll be really interesting how the blocker Kuzan plays into this Kuzan. Okay, swing 6 with the Kuzan, I counter. Counter 1. And then swing 6 again, and I take. Okay, he plays a Burgess, and then trashes Liberation, draws another stage, and then pitches the stage, plays a Van Augur, then Van Augur Duck Q's my blocker here. Okay, so I draw Red Rock just because I can get rid of a body with it, just in case. Maybe I'll use it this turn. but it's also really good against the 10 cost Teach. So I swing 7 into face, he blocks, and I play category blocker, and I pass. Okay, he draws another Kuzan. Oh, he plays stronger, so he's definitely getting rid of my category blocker here. He's going to play another Van Augur. Okay, uses Van Augur ability, -3. Oh, I don't think he doesn't have another Van Augur. He's looking for one right now, I think. I think that was poor play. Yeah, he searches with Luffy to get the Van Augur. He didn't have any in his trash. I think his plan was to play Kuzan into Van Augur, but he didn't have any. So now he does. He pitched it, and now he plays Kuzan into Van Augur. He got kind of lucky there, but so be it. It's all right. Okay, his board is pretty filled. I end up Gum Gum Giant out of this one. I pitch to Sanji just because the on plays aren't going to work. Great. I see a Gravity Blade. I'm definitely going to use that. Probably get rid of a Burgess and a Van Augur. Actually, I think I don't get rid of the Burgess here. I think that's a mistake on my part, though. I should get rid of a Burgess and a Van Augur. Okay, let's see what I do. I swing for 7, and then I end up playing Gravity Blade. I get rid of the 2 Van Augurs. I should have done the Burgess there. That's my bad. But I just pass. Save 2 Dawn just in case I need a Thunder Bagua. Just because it's kind of hard to use that event sometimes. Just because it's 2 Dawn compared to like Gear 2 or using Gum Gum Giant. But I had that spare Dawn here, so why not use it if he attacks, right? Okay, plays another Burgess. Yeah, only if I had another Gravity Blade. Gravity Blade is just so strong in this matchup because all of his important cards are like 4, 5, 6 cost. Okay, he swings in for 7, and I pitch a 2. Then swings in for 10, and I take. And then plays another Caribou Blocker. Alright, I see another Gravity Blade. Awesome, awesome, this is perfect. Okay. Swing 7 at life. I assume he's just going to block this. Yeah, he has to, and then I'll Gravity Blade his 2 Burges, and I pass. He only has 17 cards left in his deck. Wow. That's how much search he's done with his Lafitte and his stage. This game's gone on pretty long. You might actually draw into the Van Augurs and the Burges that I bottom decked just because his Lafitte searches top 5, his stage searches top 3, and he's drawing one from the top every time. Can't use his Lafitte, draws another stage. I assume he's just gonna either pitch that or yeah, okay. He uses stage to get rid of it and then draws a Van Augur, plays another Lafitte, draws another Van Augur, and then swinging in for 7. Okay, he pitches a Teach, swings in for 7. I'll Gum Gum Giant just because I have 10 Dawn. Why not get the card cycle, right? Then he plays a Van Augur and passes. Okay, I think I'll take the 2K here. And then, yeah, I just end up bottom decking the rest. I'll swing 7 here, and if he takes, then I have the Frankie. Okay. I have the Frankie here, and I just go 7. Oh, he counters again. Wow. So he's super low right now. Yeah, that Frankie card is really good against BlackBeard, just getting that extra attack in. Okay, swings 5. I'll just let that go. He could get rid of it with the Van Augur .Q anyways, so there's no point in defending that. Okay, he draws a Burgess. Then draws another stage. Gets rid of the stage, draws a Van Augur. And then pitches the .Q. What is he going to do here? He has 10 cards left in his deck. That's crazy. Okay, swings 10 with his Van Augur. End up just Gear 2 and then 2K. And then plays a Burgess. Okay, I draw Sanji, the 2K counter blocker. I'm just getting ready to I get rid of the Burgess just because I'm trying to play it safe here. I swing 8. Yeah, he pretty much has to take that and I'll pass. Okay, pitches. This is my age. Swings in for 6 and I counter and then plays a Teach. Okay, I drawn to another Frankie. Yep, really good to this matchup. Yeah, I'm just going to swing 7. I don't think he has a lot of counter left. Yeah, okay, he blocks, I play... Yeah, I'm going to play the Frankie and attach everything. Swing 8. There we go. GG's. Yeah, that Frankie and that Gravity Blade, just so strong. That totally won the matchup. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like and comment if you enjoyed. How do you think Blue Purple Luffy is going to do in this OP11 meta in the West? Let me know down in the comments below.